the copy of the oath of office?
I do not, but let me
Okay.
grab it.
Well, I can read it to you and then you can repeat after me, if that'll
That
work.
sounds great. That
Okay.
sounds great.
Okay, you want to raise your right hand? I swear that I will support
I swear that I will support
the Constitution of the United States and of this state,
of the Constitution of the United States and this state,
and that I will discharge faithfully
that I will discharge faithfully
the duties of the office of school board member
the duties of the school board member
of Independent School District 721
of Independent School District 721
to the best of my judgment and ability.
to the best of my judgment and ability.
Okay, well, welcome aboard, Matt.
Thank you.
And now we'll have roll call, and I have to, so I'll read your names and then just say here after each one. Mark?
Here.
Leo?
Here.
Matt?
Here.
Dennis?
Here.
Kim?
Here.
Tammy?
Here.
And Jean here. So note that all members, board members are here. And let's have the Pledge of Allegiance now.
Pledge allegiance to the flag
To the flag of the United States of America
And to the republic
and to the republic for which stands
stands one
one
nation,
nation,
one nation under God,
God,
indivisible,
indivisible, with liberty
liberty and justice for all.
and do we, Janelle, do we have any items for open forum?
No, I did not see any come in my inbox and there's none on the chat, so no items.
Okay, thank you. Could we have a motion to approve the agenda?
So
So
moved.
moved.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 We need to do do we need to do individual, or if I just say any opposed? So motion carried. And then can I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion carried. And now we have committee reports. I think you gave the policy committee meeting report last time, Kim?
I think I did. If not, I mean, Janelle put it out there. There is no major changes. It's MSBA policy matching to that and a couple minor administration changes. Nothing major.
Thank you. Did Southwest Metro intermediate meet?
Yes, Southwest Metro met just like we are tonight via Google Meet. And it was a regular school board meeting. And the one thing that we're discussing is the possibility of finding a new home for Southwest Metro. The current location that we have is not probably as suitable as there are in some other places. And also, we are renting space at Shakopee Town Square. And we're looking to see if we can find a better location. And we have a couple of places that we're looking at. And in fact, we'll be doing a tour of one of those places this coming Wednesday. So other than that, it was a good meeting, but short.
Okay. How about CPAC?
No CPAC meeting.
Okay. Community Ed?
No.
Wellness Committee?
Oh, no. Sorry. Me too.
And Early Childhood did not meet either. How about the Joint Powers?
We did just meet. I didn't really get any notes thrown together other than we're going to meet again after the governor announces what's going on for sure this Friday. So we have a better plan as to what to do with the pool and the fitness center and how long it's going to be closed down for sure.
Okay. Now, time for the superintendent's report.
Yeah, good news. I'll start out with some great things that are going on. First of all, in grades 2 through 5 on Saturday, we had a Chromebook distribution. We were going to do it this Wednesday and Thursday, but where there were some concerns about a possible shutdown. And so we got prepared on Friday. We sent an email to parents at 3:30 in the afternoon on Friday. And then about an hour later, we reached out to teachers at each of the 3 elementaries to see if they could help do this distribution. We have between those 4 grade levels, grades 2 through 5, we have 1,294 students. On the distribution Saturday from 8 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m., we had 1,219 computers, Chromebooks that were picked up. So that's amazing. We had 94% of the computers picked up by parents. I will say the interaction, if you can see the interaction, even though it was social distance in a way with the teachers and the parents and the kids, it was phenomenal. We had many parents come through, pick up the Chromebook, and come back 10 minutes later with coffee and donuts for the volunteers. In fact, we had, I should mention this, our techs were unbelievably great during this whole thing. Our technicians, we had Eric from Buildings and Grounds there all day, Craig and Mitch Peterson. So it was phenomenal. We had clerical there, and obviously our principals and other administrators. So it was a real team effort and was very, very successful. So now we're contacting, it's 75 computers we have left. So we're contacting those families that did not pick them up. And then we have a system in place here at the CEC that will be able to distribute them. And if we need to, we will deliver them to the homes. So all that figured out. Today, we also sent out for families of kids that are kindergarten and first grade. They also, it's not one-to-one. What's the big difference between secondary and elementary is we're one-to-one at the secondary level, grades 6 through 12. But obviously the kids have that outside the classroom. They bring it home. Grades 2 through 5 have it in the classroom, and it's assigned to them with their name on it, but it stays in the classroom. Kindergarten and first grade, they use iPads, and we have basically a 1-to-2, one computer for every 2 kids. So we sent out an email today for any families in kindergarten and first grade that do not have a computer, a Chromebook or iPad or whatever, that to contact us, and we're going to figure out a distribution to them this next week. So, or during this week. So we're working on that right now. The other thing, just with the whole distant learning plan, I'm glad the governor was able to give us until March 30th to get things organized. But with Tony Boothie and Sean Brandt and Martin Baller organizing with the principals and their special ed director, Amy Johnson, it has gone very, very well. There's a lot of professional development that took place last week, and under Sean Brandt's leadership this week, they're continuing to have sessions every day, and teachers are preparing for distant learning, which is a lot different than the blended learning that we did on snow days, for example. This is, teachers are going to be teaching new content, and the interaction is taking place every single day with the students. And I know there's been great work done, and I know our teachers are going to be prepared, and I think we'll be in a better place after this is all said and done, but they're doing a great job. Just by the way, the question that comes up, well, if you don't have access to technology, we sent out a survey last week, and right now we know 5 families that do not have access to technology, whether by internet or computers. So we're working on that. Our social workers are playing a big role in that, working with our teachers to find out if there's anyone else that needs help. So that's a constant thing that we're working on also. Also, one of the things that the governor has declared is providing meals and daycare
for kids, for healthcare professionals, which is a tier 1. He calls that tier 1. So we've been doing that in the last week. Right now we're serving just under 700 meals a day. We're using our transportation department. We have 17 families that don't have transportation that are being delivered, but it's just under 700. And then through Kids Company providing care too for those healthcare professionals' kids. And that also goes to tier 2 students starting today. And tier 2 meaning it could be children of teachers, for example, or people from the grocery stores or pharmacy, that type of thing too. So we're working on that right now, and it's going fairly well too. Last thing I want to say is, what's the future hold? Obviously, a governor pretty much daily is having a news conference. You can read about that and stuff like that. I know one thing, things change very quickly. If you remember, it wasn't much more than 1 week ago that we were told that the kids should stay in school. And things have been changing rapidly day by day. And the question, and I know you as board members get the question asked, well, what's going to happen? Are we going to have school again? Are we going to have spring sports? Are we going to have prom? Are we going to have graduation? That is the unknown. No one knows that answer. I don't know the answer, and it won't be a school district decision. People ask what, it's not like a snow day where, people have to make that judgment depending on the area they live in the state. That decision will be made by the governor, who's in consultation with the CDC and the Minnesota Department of Health. So we don't know what's going to happen. But like I said, those are the people that are going to be making the decisions on what's going to happen in the days and weeks and months ahead. But we're just doing the very best job we are right now. I have great confidence in our staff that they're going to do a great job on this. The last thing I want to mention too is it's come up a little bit about spring break. It might be a little bit unfortunate that we go into spring break. We did, I have checked with our teachers union and also our administrative team, and the feedback I've got, and I made the recommendation that we're going to continue to go with what we have, which is a spring break, that first week in April. And there's pros and cons whether or not to do that. There was talk about, taking the last 4 days of school off and having school during the April spring break. But we're going to keep the calendar as is. So that's why it's never been brought to you. But I just want you to know, and everyone to know, that we did consider that, but we never even got to the level of you to make that decision because there's no recommendation to do that. So just wanted you to be aware of that if you get any questions. I guess that's it. This is my longest superintendent update and good news, and probably in 7 years.
Okay, thank you. And now the next action item is approval of the phonics curriculum. Does someone have information on that?
Tony, you want to just talk about that real briefly here?
I guess with what I know about that, it's just a continuation of our language arts and English curriculum that has been brought forth by Marin Baller. And I'm quite certain this is just about the last piece for us for our K-8. And I know they're feeling very good about that. And Marin brought that to our attention, I think, 2 weeks ago. So that's all that I know about that.
Okay. So do we have to have a roll call vote on that?
Yes.
You do?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, so
I'll make a motion to approve the phonics curriculum.
I'll second.
okay, how do you vote, Mark? Mark?
Yes.
Leo?
Yes.
Yes.
Matt?
Yes.
Dennis?
Yes.
Kim?
Yes.
Tammy?
Yes.
Dean, yes. So motion carries. And next is approval of corrected Band D employee salaries.
So I'll make a motion to approve the corrected Band D employee salaries as laid out in our agenda.
I'll second.
Okay, how do you vote? Tammy,
Yes.
Kim,
Yes.
Dennis,
Yes.
Matt,
Yes.
Leo. Leo,
Yes.
Mark,
Yes.
Jean, yes. So motion carried. And is that it?
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion carried. The meeting is adjourned. I would just